apparently there's someone who faked being a gamer. Okay, gamer. If you don't know, if you don't remember, I am old as shit. I'm ancient. I'm 500 years old, and 5 to 10 years ago, being a gamer was lame as. So I'm curious as to why someone would try to fake being a gamer, unless they made a lot of money from it, which I doubt. Because if you're not playing, I don't know how you're making money. Because if you're not a gamer, you're not playing. So if you're not playing, how are you making money? I don't know. How to fake an entire sports career without ever playing in the multi-year scheme of Tokyogurl. Look at this. Let's look at that by Mujin. Is it Mujin or Mujin?
Would you be willing to go? How far would you be willing to go in order to fake a life that isn't yours?
I'm doing it right now. Being a streamer. You think I'm this talkative in real life? You see me in real life, I don't even make eye contact with you. I am just like, so, how's the weather? Did you have dinner? Yes? Good for you. Anyway, see you later. Bye.
In today's world, this is a question worth asking because let's face it, there's too many people out there renting a sports car for a day, pretending
That
that
is
it's
true. I'm not
theirs.
renting shit.
And God, if I see another guru on a tropical
I meet you in real life, I'll be like, oh an autograph. I'll be like, not me. Not me. I'll tell you 10 rupees. Not me. I know what you're talking about. Not me, actually. Oh, you stream? I don't know what streaming even is. I don't even have a computer, actually. I use typewriter. Actually. No idea. It'll be funny, though. It'll be funny if someone does recognize me in when I'm outside, when I'm like with my friends or like with my cousins or something, or my relatives or something, because nobody knows I'm streaming, right? They just think I do my like I do like gigs and like contract work and like job and stuff. I think the reaction would be interesting, and that is one of the reasons also that why I don't tell anyone. I'm like, it's fun having a secret, man. Let me have a secret. Like, come on, what's wrong with having a secret? I like it.
island claiming that they made it because they did a few stock trades, then I might just burst a testicle. It takes common sense to understand that these people are using credit cards.
You know that scene in Batman. Oh fuck. You know that scene in Batman. Uh, you know this scene in Batman. That is ideal situation. Okay, you see me outside. I see you, see me. You see me, see you. We both look at each other like, you know who I am. I know who you are. Like, yeah, I know who you are. Like, nice. It is just an open secret. I think that I don't know why I think that is funny. I think that is funny as fuck. I'm like, how do you recognize me though? Because I would see you recognize me. No? If you look at me like, I'm like, I think I don't know why, but it just feels funny as fuck. You know? I don't know how to explain it.
This, of course, is all done in the hopes of trying to impress others. And while, yes, it is pathetic, ridiculous even, it is done on a wide scale these days. I mean, this has gotten so big that there's an entire economy built around fake influencers.
Have you seen One Piece? I have. I think to up to. I don't remember. A little bit after the Kaido fight is where I stopped reading. I have to pick it up again. I don't want to spoil anything. I don't know if you saw my short about talking about One Piece. I'm like, I don't want to spoil it. We're looking at if you keep in mind that look like rabbits from Drum Island. That has to be okay. I'll have to look that up, dude. Oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, let's go. Nice. Oh, that is nice, but not in a furry. We know that there's something wrong with being a furry. But nice. Ah, no, I said I need to eat it. It can't even hurt me. I open a new tab. How the fuck
People
would that
who
hurt?
rent out mansions, sports cars, photographers.
Yeah, but there is a big business in this, by the way. I'm curious about why Shane is a fellow rabbit. uh, there's a big business with about this. It's like people make like fake private jet sets, and then you can rent it for to make like content and stuff, film videos, how to be fake famous. You like rent cars, you book an Airbnb for a weekend, go there, shoot like a bunch of content, and then post it like for a few weeks or months. I've thought about it. Okay. I've genuinely thought about it. I'm like, what if I just rent like a really fancy Airbnb for like 2 days, go there, shoot like a bunch of content, and just post it for like a few months. You know, I thought about it. Okay, I thought about it, but then I was like, then what? It's just a cool idea. I was like, okay. You know, sometimes you get an idea, you're like, oh, that's a genius idea. I'm a genius. But then I'm like, I can't. What was the point of that idea though? I'd rather show the reality. I mean, yeah, you see my reality. This is my reality. You think this is an Airbnb? There's like a bedsheet on my wall, dude.
You name it, all in the hopes of appearing to be something that
RGB light with E33 posters that I got printed, by the way. Not that. That I got printed. I didn't buy them. I just got them printed from like Vista Print. and that RGB light is a cheapest light I got a long time ago. And that's not supposed to be RGB, by the way. It's just by default it just starts blinking different colors. You can choose like remote to pick a color. I just lost the remote somewhere. So now it is just on default mode now.
they are not. However, even though we've gotten to a point where this has gotten worryingly sophisticated with
I got some fairy lights yesterday. I also have fairy lights. There's like fairy lights on the posters, but they're out of battery, so they are battery. I have to change their batteries. Every stream I think I should change batteries, but I forget. Fairy lights are cute, man. Like on I bought them because on the posters I thought it would look good.
an entire economy built around it, all of this still pales in comparison to the fake life that esports athlete Nafat Warasin has lived for the last few years.
Okay,
An
esports
absolute rising
athlete.
star in one of Southeast Asia's most popular games. She managed to get signed to one of the
Yes, I'm
top
plugged in
esports
directly.
organizations.
This doesn't
of the
have a
region.
plug, unfortunately. It just has like a battery. So
Which eventually led her to the highest honor imaginable, representing her country of Thailand in the 2025
she's from Thailand. Why?
Southeast Asia
From
Games.
Thailand, why is the username
Now,
Tokyogurl? What?
Yes, admittedly, throughout all this time, she definitely had some
Imagine my username was Lahore boy or something. Like London boy.
suspicious behavior.
I'm
There were
not even
definitely some
in
doubts
London.
in regards to her avoided nature, but her teammates attributed that to maybe her being awkward, to maybe being nervous. You see, no one on her top team threw out some doubts in regards to her avoided nature, but her teammates attributed that to maybe her being awkward, to maybe being nervous. You see, no one on her top team threw out so many hours playing with
Where they come from? Because she is from Thailand. Her username is Tokyogurl. I'm like, Why would you name yourself after a random ass city? That's like me naming myself after like a different capital of a different country. Imagine I was like Lahore boy, or like, I don't know, to London boy, or
her could have
how does that make sense?
ever guessed that her entire esports career has been nothing but fake.
So my getting neuron activation watching is chill.
And no one could have even begun to come to the conclusion that for all this time, she
Chill,
wasn't
it'll be
even the
fine.
one playing. What's even worse here is that this only got exposed after she had gotten on the Thailand national team and during an extremely important
They're literally
game
wearing esports jerseys.
between Thailand and Vietnam, which would have led this team to the finals. Yes, she was actually caught red-handed live on stream during the semifinals of
Now-
a competition that is the equivalent of the Olympics of
Doing what?
Southeast Asia. Guys, I can't even begin to
Expelled on cheating during she was cheating. Community as Tokyogurl had already drawn online flag showing a vulgar hand sign during the live stream. What? What game are they playing? I should have paid attention. Fuck.
attributed that to maybe her being awkward. Admittedly, throughout all this time, she definitely had some suspicious behavior. There were definitely some doubts in regards to her avoidant
You're paying attention.
nature.
Log
But her
in, log in,
teammates
log in.
attributed that to maybe her being awkward, to maybe being nervous. You see, no one on her top team throughout so many hours playing with her could have ever guessed that her entire esports career has been nothing but fake. And
Yeah, how
no
do you
one
not
could have
know
even
though? If you're on a team with someone, wouldn't you know? How two players who play esport? Yeah. So if you're in team with someone and you're doing like scrims and like practice matches and stuff, wouldn't you know if they're cheating or like they're bad or something? Because you would be in the same room, no? Because if you're at a boot camp for esports, you would be in the same room.
begun to come to the conclusion that for all this time,
Because if it's
she
online, let's say if you're like early in your like esports career, let's say you're playing from home, maybe you can cheat. But how are you doing it? It's at like when you're in a team.
wasn't even the one playing. What's even worse here is that this only got exposed after she had gotten on the Thailand national team and during an extremely important game between Thailand and Vietnam, which would have led this team to the finals. Yes, she was actually caught red-handed live on stream
So it's a
game between
So it's a
Thailand
mobile
and
game,
Vietnam, which would have
and
led this
someone's
team to the
controlling her phone
finals.
remotely?
Yes, she was
Someone's remote controlling a phone? That's what I'm assuming. That what's happening? So she's playing on a phone and someone's controlling her phone from somewhere else. That would make sense. I guess there are like team viewer types things. You can control devices remotely.
actually caught red-handed live on stream
That's insane though. If why would you do that though? I don't understand people who cheat in esports. Why?
during the
Insane.
semifinals of a competition that is the equivalent of the Olympics of Southeast Asia. Guys, I can't even begin to explain to you the secondhand embarrassment. I mean, this was so humiliating. Not just for her, though. Not just
What is that sheet? Is it like a character sheet? Like item sheet? What is that? What game are they playing? I'm still curious about the game they're playing actually. Mm.
for her
Game are they?
teammates, but
If
for
I miss
the
anything,
entire
let me know what
country
game they're
of
playing. I'm curious.
Thailand. And if you thought this was bad, then wait till
I'll put in SEA games, Southeast Asia games, esports cheating, scandal confess. Admits he was playing remotely via phone. Genius. I'm like Sherlock Holmes, except for useless things. There's no use for this. Genius. Something like this happened in Indian Valorant. Why don't show me? I don't think I don't do much Valor content. I don't think I remember seeing it. I know about one CS team cheating in a tournament a long time ago because the clip went viral. of the guy like trying to delete stuff. Somebody else, yeah.
You hear who was the person that was playing remotely for her during her entire
So they were controlling the phone remotely.
career. We only
Recently?
recently got confirmation in the
If you can
beginning
if you can find the article or video, can you send it? I want to see it.
of 2026, and it's one hell of a way to start the year. Look, when I saw this, I thought it was so ridiculous. We had to talk about it. So you already know the drill. Without further ado, let's do this.
If you can't even
Alright.
play the game on your own, someone has to like get into your phone and like access it. Like, just don't do esports. Why? I don't get it. I don't get it. Like,
So to fully grasp what's going on, we have to go all the way back to the year 2011.
is she at least decent at the game? At least decent enough to like get into the team, but not like decent enough to like win. So she's like, okay, I'm good, but not like that good. So I want someone who can like make up that difference. You know?
When Tencent would
Imagine if dude, imagine if she's dog shit. Imagine if she's dog water at the game and the entire time it was someone else playing.
purchase Riot Games. This move was unprecedented and cost around $350 million.
Tencent basically owns all multiplayer games at this point.
They were willing to make this bet because they understood how big the mobile market was becoming. But more importantly, they were also understanding just how quickly the mobile market was.
Yeah, so the amount of I don't know, that's fine. We can look it up after this. So mobile gaming is so big and mobile esports is so big in eastern part of the world, I think, because mobiles are so accessible. So a lot of people play mobile games and they like get good at them. Esports, obvious trajectory. That's why I see a lot of Mobile Legends tourneys happening more. Mobile Legends and Pokemon Unite tourneys happening more compared to like League of Legends or something, right? I mean, there are league players in India, but I don't see them anywhere like even attempting to clear like make for worlds. A lot of them focus on Pokemon Unite and Mobile Legends and eFootball and stuff.
Becoming. Barely 2 years prior, Angry Birds had come out, and a year later, Candy Crush would come out, and these games would generate billions upon billions of dollars. Soon developers would stop looking at PC and console and just focus on mobile because it was a cash cow, an absolute money printing machine, and it changed gaming forever. By 2015, Tencent's leadership team truly wanted to work with Riot Games to make a mobile version.
You know what's funny? I brought it up before, but don't tell anyone I said this. I said this, okay, on my stream. I don't want anyone to pick me up from my house. Anyway, you know how you remember how they banned PUBG Mobile because it was a Chinese app and they banned TikTok and stuff. But then BGMI became a big game. So BGMI is by Krafton, and guess who is the biggest shareholder in Krafton? Like, it's like this versus this. Same nose.
Of League of Legends. But no matter what Tencent did, no matter how many pitches they made, no matter how much revenue they started talking about, Riot Games leadership wouldn't budge. They truly believed that the experience that PC offered could never be replicated on mobile. But Tencent wasn't simply going to take no for an answer. In fact, even before asking Riot Games
Honor
for
of Kings,
permission, they were already developing a MOBA for mobile behind the
This
scenes.
is Mobile Legends. Did they change
2015 exclusively for China. And that game
Honor of
none
Kings.
other
This looks like this looks different.
than Honor of Kings.
Looks very similar to
10
Mobile Legends.
Years later, Honor of Kings is still the highest grossing mobile game
Arena
of
Valor,
all time, beating Candy Crush, PUBG, Clash
Insane.
of Clans.
Do we
you
have it in the Play
name
Store?
it,
I might try it.
making a whopping $18.6 billion. the game would prove to be so successful that Tencent would release a non-Chinese version.
Whoop. Nope. Nope. I don't know if it's available outside China, maybe. Only thing I can find is Mobile Legends and some copy. Ooh, let's go. Investigative journalism.
It will be called Arena of Valor, and it will be published by G Arena. Now, this game wouldn't really find a lot of success in the West, but would instead find its success in Southeast Asia.
Yeah, because mobile games are big.
It is the biggest mobile game in Thailand, for example. And so it continued to
go. Why don't I see it in India, though? Oh, sorry, I forgot to permit you.
Amount of
Thank you.
Riot
I'll look it up after this.
Would finally release a mobile version of League of Legends called League of Legends Wild.
This is out in the West, by the way. This is out in a lot of countries. It's not out in India yet, which is so annoying. I'm like, I want to try this. Come on, give it to me.
Drift in.
We have such big Mobile Legends player base. They would jump on this. You know, you have any idea how many League of Legends players who are on PC would pick it up on phone?
2020, 5 years after Honor of Kings had released exclusively in China. In 5 years, they made 1 billion.
I mean, you can get it right on phone. I mean, I can get it, but I'm like, you know, I don't want to get it. I just want to get it. Put it there, please.
$1 billion in gross revenue and aren't even in the top 50 highest grossing mobile games of all time. So if you ever needed
you get it.
Running Riot Games have maybe like barely 2 brain cells, this is it. And
yes, I did. It was good. Thank you. Sup, how's it going? How's it going, Anand? We're looking at an esports player who faked being a gamer. They would have someone else control their phone from somewhere else and pretend like they were playing it because they were playing in like mobile game tourneys. Yes, I will. I'll put that shit on Alexa.
The reason why I told you all this is because this incident involves Arena of Valor. You see, esports tournaments in Southeast Asia always have a form of mobile games, whether it be PUBG or Arena of Valor, and they're taken very seriously. This is where the Southeast Asian Games come in. It's seen as this region's Olympics, and it happens once every 2 years. It features a wide array of different sports, and of course, one of these categories involves esports. More specifically,
who's like a good esports team in India? Do you guys have any idea? Who are like repping India in like esports, like in Mobile Legends Unite or something? Anything?
Arena of Valor. Now look, as I mentioned in the intro already, when it comes to Arena of Valor, Tokyogurl was a rising star.
Anybody who's doing good? Did anyone win? Alexa, order 9,999 Domino's large margarita pizzas. Alexa, play Despacito.
So much so that Talon Esports, a recognizable name in the Southeast Asian scene, decided to sign her on their team. And I mean, by this point, one could argue she made it, right? What better indicator of success do you need in esports than
look at her, dude, trying to aura farm. Fake ass gamer, dude. How dare you? How dare you aura farm when you fake being a gamer?
On to a team. But to Tokyogurl, this was still the beginning of her journey, because with that same team, she would go on to compete in the Thailand women's
the audacity, dude. That's not even confidence at that point. It's the audacity to cheat your way through an esports career. And the fact that she actually got into the tournament. How did anyone not see it? How did you not? Like even if okay, even if let's say the gameplay is immaculate, okay, even if the gameplay is immaculate, but when you're talking to someone who has experience in playing a game versus someone who doesn't have an experience in a game, just by the way you talk to them, you should be able to tell, no? Like by the lingo they use, the way they describe strats, and like the way they describe like the text they do, and they like explain what they're doing, why they're doing their comms, you know. They're comms, right? How are you calming when you're not playing though? You know what? What? How? Why? What is happening? Friends played prelims held in UK for hours. Oh, let's go. That's sick. How's that team doing? What is that team?
national qualifier for Arena of Valor. And guess what? Her role here would be substitute. But she
Substitute.
was
Okay.
so damn good that by the end, not only did they win
No.
the entire national
No. Oh, she got ADC. Mid support. Tokyogurl carry. Why would you do that, dude? If you are trying to if you're trying to be lazy and get your way through an esports career, would you not just be a substitute though? Why would you get so promoted? Why are you trying to stand out? Is it like the thing, where the a lot of the times people get a high off of like, how far can I take this, you know there's this high they are chasing. They're like, okay, how far can I take this? How high can I go without anyone catching me? Maybe she's just chasing that high, I think. Like, okay, how
qualifier,
far can I take this without anyone catching me?
but she went from substitute to carry, one of the
Um,
most important roles
yeah.
in the game.
AD carry is insanely important for late game. What?
And yes, by the way, they won, which meant that they qualified to represent their country of Thailand in the
And
Southeast.
and I know PCs have anti cheats. How does that work on phones? How do you check for cheating on phone though? I'm assuming there's no anti cheat happening on phones. What would you want to do? The best you can do is just I think the best you can do is give them phones, I think, at the tournament. Like the organizers give them fresh phones with just the game installed so they can play, I think. And you have like all the skins unlocked. I think League does it, right? League has a tournament client. When you go to a tournament, you get the tournament client and that's what you play on. So instead of getting a new client, you just give all of them fresh phones with just the game installed. Everything else is gone. It's just the game and you play the game. I think that I guess that's how you do it. I don't know. I don't know how do they deal with it now?
Asia
How
Games.
do they
That's what
deal
the
with cheating in phones?
qualifier was for. Team Talon was going to have the incredible honor of representing their country. And
Oof.
Tokyogurl was right there as the
Oof.
team's carry. Not only that, though, she
Yeesh.
was seen as the rising star of the women's Arena
Yeesh.
Valor esports scene and was being given nicknames like Beautiful Girl or whatever because she was both beautiful and incredibly skilled.
That's also a thing though. You have to factor for what is that thing called? What is that thing called when good looking people are treated more leniently? What is the thing called? Uh, not beauty bias. There's a term for it. I forgot what it's called. Look it up. Let me look it up. There's a thing. There's a term for it. When people are treated differently based on how they look. I'm just gonna look up beauty bias and see what comes up. Not lookism. Lookism is like the concept, but is it just called beauty bias? Is it? No clue. Tansen sleep. Yes. Imagine I do this and just start sleep. The geriatric old man I am. I imagine I'm 80 fucking. which is like two years later. In 2 years, I'll be 80. So I'm like, I'm here. I'm like, then, then you have to sub. Okay, you have to sub to activate the alarm to wake me up, and then wait, when you sub to wake me up, this place.
Get out of bed, you lazy bastard. What?
Oh.
Come on, partner. The day ain't gonna complete itself. You gotta get out of bed. You remind me of Uncle.
Yeah.
I mean, by this point, we could say that she truly, really made it, right? But in reality, this is where things were about to get very real because she and her team had immense pressure on their shoulders.
Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. She's so proud of it. She's so smug about getting away from it.
Oh shit!
What is this?
It's fine.
There's a friend who went to Overwatch. Ooh. Team got 3-2. 3-2. Come on. What champ is this? What champ is this? Helios. Okay. Helios. What are the abilities? I don't know what the abilities are for Helios.
Yeah, burn him.
Is that what position is it? It's support?
It's okay.
Oh,
Oh.
slow thing. Oh my god! No way!
Oh my.
Oh, come on. Oh, what an assist. Ooh. Nice. Prelims look okay. What is that role though? What does Helios play? You can search it, I guess. Helios. Overwatch. Overwatch players are eating good, man, this year. Because of rivals, Overwatch has been releasing so many updates. Was it Helio? The one because of the assist? Okay, let's go. Was it Helio or was it Helios's game tag? I don't know. I don't know what champ that was. I have very limited knowledge about Overwatch. He's playing support called Lucio. Okay. I should have read. Okay, should have. I like. Read, my friend.
You
Continue.
see,
Let's continue.
Thailand-
Okay, we are 7 minutes through the video. We are 7 minutes through the video. There are more videos to go through. Lock in. We need to get through them. Come on.
has the most gold, silver, and bronze medals
Really
in
proud
this
that I have- yes.
competition's history. So they had high expectations to keep up the status quo.
Thailand, oof.
I should point out that this ranking isn't the most fair thing because not all the countries on this list were members on day one. In fact, Vietnam, for example, started off as South Vietnam.
Where is India? Oh, Southeast Asia, but India doesn't count. India doesn't count. Where do we participate, man? Where is Indian esports representation happening? Where are we?
But you get the point, okay? Thailand is well known to have the most medals in this competition's history. But that wasn't just it. The members of the Southeast Asian Games take turns hosting the games on their territory. And in 2025,
Nice.
the year her and her team were going to compete, Thailand was
Oof.
going to be the
Oof.
host. They were representing their
Rough.
own country on their own soil. The pressure couldn't have been higher. And so, on December 15th, it began. The Southeast Asian Games 33 group stage.
If you were to be selected, you would have played LOL. Oh, for what though? Selected for what? For esports? For League of Legends? I don't know if you're laughing at me or if you're asking a question about League. I don't know which is better though. I feel like both are equally hurtful. I don't know. I have to be good enough to get selected, right? have to be good first. That's the question. I'm like, how did she get her way into all the way into the top tier without while cheating? Like,
Women Arena of Valor Tournament. 4 countries participated: Vietnam, Thailand.
I mean, I've kind of thought about going semi pro. I don't know. But I'm like, I don't know, because I played Mobile Legends. Mobile Legends, I got okay. I'll have to bring up the ranks, I guess. MLBB. This is like the mobile version of league I was talking about the other day. Okay, so these are the ranks. Okay. Warrior, Elite, Master, Grandmaster, Epic, Legend, Mythic, Mythic Glory, and Mythic Immortal. There's one more. There you go. Mythic Immortal. Okay. So this is entirely Mythic. Okay. So these are ranks below Mythic. Is there like a better chart, dude? What the fuck is this 24 pixel ass? Okay, this might. You can't see the name, but you know. Okay. So these are all Mythic. These are all non-Mythic. So generally, it is the consensus is until like Grandmaster, it's all like bots and stuff. Okay. 24 pixel. I don't know what Google Images does sometimes. Anyway, bots and stuff, but like the real game starts from like Epic and stuff, I think, and Grandmaster Epic, and a lot of like pros and semi pros are like in like Mythic region. Okay, so I started playing. We beating the 10-minute to 2-hour records this time. I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying. Okay, let me get through this. Okay, so I started playing MLBB, and I was like, let me see Mobile Legends. I started playing League, and in League, I will like kind of learning here and there. I'm like, what items work, what are the champions, etc., etc. And I was like, can I just take whatever I know in League and just try to brute force my way through Mobile Legends? Okay, so I did not look at any of the champion descriptions. Did not look at any of the items. I did not see how what works how, and I just played matches. Okay, so I got till Grandmaster, like almost got out of Grandmaster at almost 100% win rate, back to back. Got out. Got into Epic. I think I got to Epic 4, Epic 3 or Epic 4, and this is like okay, now you're in like serious ranks, because Epic, Legend, Mythic, it's like you're one rank away from like the top tier of players. These are like Mythic players. There'll give different levels to Mythic. Okay, if you play Street Fighter, in Street Fighter there's Master, Grandmaster, and there's Legend. Like that. Once you get Master, there's like LP, like that. Okay, so once you get to Mythic, you just go higher in Mythic. So I got to Epic, and I've seen a lot of people streaming Mobile Legends being in Epic or Legend or Legend. I'm like, okay, maybe I can do this. But then then I realized a lot of games were irritating to play, because either my team doesn't know what they're doing, or the other team doesn't know what they're doing, and it just became very irritating. And a lot of times people would just, if they can't get the character, they will dodge the game. And my thing was, it's a mobile game. I'm going to bed. Before bed, I just want a game, like get like 1 or 2 matches in, go to bed. But that just would take so long, I stopped playing it then. So at this point, I'm like, okay, maybe if I get like Mythic, maybe I'll consider streaming it, or like maybe see if I can pro it. If I'm cracked at it.
Thailand, Laos, and Timor-Leste. Based on the qualifiers, Thailand was on track to make it to the finals. All they had to do was win against Vietnam. This was their
It's so funny. I tell you guys about the games I play off stream. Like, I play League off stream. I play Rivals off stream. I play Mobile Legends off stream. So, you guys won't see it though.
first game in this tournament. So Thailand's
Not unless I get good at them.
team's only goal here was to just defeat Vietnam so they can make it to the finals and guarantee second place. If they would win the next match, they would guarantee a gold medal. They were in a
I'm support man. What support are you meaning? I used to play support a while back. I mostly played Mantis, a little bit of Adam Warlock. I'm so sad, dude. Do some justice for my boy, dude. Adam Warlock, poor guy. Uh, get nerfed into the ground. I also played. Yeah, Loki's also good. Loki and Dagger classic. Poor guy got
Very
nerfed
good
into the
position
ground.
here, and they were so close to getting a minimum of top 2. But of course, seeing that they're on their home soil and they're representing
Okay,
their
lock in.
country,
Get
they
through
were
this. We need
going
to get
for
through
the
this. Come
gold
on.
medal. However, with some of the
Also, let me know if you
complications
want to
that
see
occurred,
League,
I'm
by the
sure
way.
that some of the team members would have just rather gotten a
Now
bronze
that I've brought
medal.
it
In
up so
fact,
much,
no medal,
I should
rather
ask
than
at
have to
least.
go through the embarrassment of having Tokyogurl on their team.
I suppose
All right.
Star-Lord is pretty good. His ult is, dude, insane. Enough that I'm inside the ground into coffin. Beyond the coffin, I think he's like, hey. He's not in the coffin. Okay, he's basically in the earth core. I think at this point, like all the way down there. There is a one update away from. Hey, you can only walk one step per second. Guy can't walk. Has to recharge every 2 bullets. Can't even heal for shit.
So here's the deal. Tokyogurl's suspicious behavior would begin even before the game started. You see, as
Okay,
part of the
okay,
tournament,
okay.
they're all
Focus. He's gonna explain how she cheated. Come on.
girl on their team.
How did she cheat? I'm
All
curious.
right, so here's the deal. Tokyogurl's
This
suspicious
is going to be a nightmare. Dude. I don't know what is up with me today.
behavior would begin even before the game started. You see, as part of the tournament, they're all given a game phone. They can't use their own
Oh,
phone
they do that. They do it. Oh, okay. I thought I was a genius for thinking about it.
to compete, obviously. When Tokyogurl would receive her phone, she'd
I thought I
ask,
was a genius.
can I take the phone with me so I can set it up with my own settings? She was told, of course not. That's against the rules. But that would only be the
That's so dumb, dude. Like, oh, this is a competition phone. This is a tournament phone. Like, okay, don't judge my phone. Okay, judge my phone. Listen to me. Wanna look busted as fuck, but don't get to judge it. Okay. Like, oh, this is this is a tournament phone. Oh, really? Let me just get. Who's gonna let it happen? Then how did she get it on there though?
beginning of her suspicious activity. She'd be acting weird even on the live stream, trying to hide her phone from the camera in front of her, making it seem like there's something on there that would get her in trouble somehow. And then
What the fuck is that? What
suspicious activity. She'd be acting weird even on the
my
live
phone
stream.
here. What the fuck is that? That is how I act that is how I used to act in exams. You can't see it. Okay, that is how I used to act. Let's not talk about my phone. I recently got the screen on my phone changed because my phone fell flat. The entire screen got busted. So I got it replaced. And as soon as I got it replaced, I dropped it again. You see the crack? There's a huge ass crack going like this. I can't be bothered to change it again. Not just one crack is not worth changing. Like at least five. At least 5 cracks. Never broken my phone, but Google crashes. I mean that is. I used to act like this in exams when an invigilator would come to my chair.
Trying to hide her phone from the
Look at
camera
this.
in front of her, making it
Like,
seem like there's something on there that would get her in
Don't
trouble.
look at my
somehow.
answers.
And then eventually, live on stream, the Thai coach would catch something weird happening.
Yo,
on her
let's
screen. And this
go. Her own coach, dude. You know what it is? You know what it is? If you're cheating, pay off your fucking team. Pay off your coach. Pay off everyone you can. I don't know where you get the money from. Okay? Pay them off. Take loans. I don't care. Have the entire team and staff on your side. At least those on your team. Because look at this. Her own coach is her own coach just caught her cheating. I hate that I have to rewind so slow. Come on. Come on. I'm rewinding one frame. Look at that. Their coach, their team. How they catch her again? Because he's explaining it. He's like, okay, first her coach noticed something on her phone. You see here, she's hiding her phone because she probably installed an app, I think, that lets someone else access this phone remotely to play the game for her. So she's hiding it from the camera so you can't see the app icon. And then her coach noticed something on her phone. So there's like going step by step of how they caught her.
Something weird happening on her screen. And
Pay off your own coach, dude. How is so dumb?
this is when the game would be paused.
Oh.
People initially were confused as to why the pause was happening.
Or you can pause that game.
Some of her teammates had no idea what was going on, but the stream kept running. And she
I don't understand how their teammates did not know, dude. How are you, because if you don't know, like how are you calming? You know, because at best you can say, okay, I did this, I did that. This is where I am. This is what I am doing in the present. But a lot of the times your calming is future. This is where I'm going. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm gonna do. You know, this I'm going to go to this camp. I'm going to go to this lane. I'm going to gank your lane after I take this camp. You know, so much of the calming is timing based. Like, and there would be lag unless you are live in the audience playing it. How are they handling the lag?
was being confronted by staff. They noticed that the movements she was making on her phone weren't matching the in-game movements. And what's worse is that the game would continue after this.
Exactly. How did they not notice it so far? How did they not notice it in scrims? Like, what?
Would become severely worse. It seemed like after being caught, a switch had flipped. And as the second game was starting, her performance became abysmal. Barely able to get...
She is dog shit. She is dog shit. I would say, how are you not getting better at it? If you're cheating for that long, would you not at least learn from like observing it? From observation, you're seeing pro level gameplay. Would you not at least learn to copy it for so long? How are you so garbage at the game?
a single kill. But at the time, fans weren't even concerned with any of this. They were concerned with the fact that she was acting weird after being caught, making a middle finger gesture to the camera. This is of course seen as very unprofessional
She's trying to distract everyone. Distraction.
and not fit for an athlete.
Go random bullshit.
But I guess this was just her way of coping with the idea that she was caught. So as I mentioned, after she was caught, the games kept
Youch.
going on. Tokyogurl's performance would be abysmal, some of the worst games she's ever played in her career. And Thailand would end up losing to Vietnam 0-3. It was a very embarrassing defeat, but what was more embarrassing are the extremely quick and ruthless consequences that came her way on the same day. Very shortly after Thailand's
Yup.
crushing defeat,
Thailand National Olympic Committee decision on personal penalty for a Thai athlete. Ooh, she got caught. Yup. To whom I can present from a decision made during a women's team match between Team Thailand and Team Vietnam. Thai athlete Warasin Nafat committed an offense. Item 9.4.3 is post technical handbook by using unauthorized third-party software or hardware modifications. Yeah, did she not uninstall the software, or did she look at the logs? Phones have logs, dude. I forgot. Everything you do on your phone has a log. There's an event log. Even on your Windows, there's an event log. After further investigation, conclusive evidence was found. This led to imposition of personal penalty. Expulsion from the entirety or from the competition. Okay. Makes sense. Makes
to
sense.
Vietnam, the Thailand
That is light. That is light, I think. They just expelled her from the 33rd SEA games. If I was in charge, I would blacklist her for life, dude. How are you this dog shit at the game and like, if you're going to cheat, have like, I don't know, mini map hacks, like, I don't know, the position tracking, like disabling fog of war or something. You can see the enemy team positions, something like that to help you. Something like that to help you, you know. Have the base skill and then have cheats to enhance it. But you are already so dog shit at the game. You are having someone else entirely play the game for you. What's the point of that? like what's the point at that time? What are you what?
And National Olympic Committee
Just
would post
stop.
this letter on their socials saying, decision on personal penalty for a Thai athlete
Let's
of
do
the
it
Thailand
properly.
Arena of Valor women's team, esports event at the 33rd SEA Games Thailand 2025. To whom it may concern, this is to
Also blame the team though. Like, how did you not know for this long? How did you not realize this was happening in all the scrims, in all the practice matches, all the rehearsals, in all the matches before this? Because they participated in professional matches before this. No? Like, what?
inform you of the decision made during the Arena of Valor women's team match between Team Thailand
Because
and
because let's say if she was decent, right? If she was decent and if she carried normally until that tournament, and in that tournament she cheated, that would make a lot more sense than what it is now. That she's utterly dog shit at the game, but she's been cheating ever since she started in the team. How did no one see it? How?
Team Vietnam in the winners final of the esports competition at the 33rd Southeast Asian Games on December 15th, 2025. A Thai athlete, Warasin Nafat, committed
Give me 1 second. My dog wants to go outside. Also, I'm gonna pee. Be right back. I am back, free of pee.
offense under item 943 of the Esports Technical Handbook by using unauthorized third-party software or hardware modification during Game 1 of the match. After further investigation, conclusive evidence was found, which led to the imposition of a personal penalty resulting in her expulsion from the entirety of the esports competition at the 33rd Southeast Asian Games. The decision is final. The above is for your information and understanding.
That is too late, I think.
Thank
Too
you
late of a sentence.
and best regards. Signed, the Esports Technical Delegate of the 33rd Southeast Asian Games. So hey, that investigation didn't take long at all. And this letter would serve to be the beginning of a tsunami for Tokyogurl's entire career. But before we
Good.
get to that, let's take a step back. What the hell did they mean when they
Also,
said
you had all this time. You did not even learn something about rules. What did you learn? Also, all this time, you did not even try to learn the game, man. Come on. You deserve all this. You deserve, including this video essay.
using unauthorized third-party software or hardware modification. What exactly did she do? How could you even cheat in a MOBA game? Well,
Yeah.
that wasn't clear. The Thailand National Olympic
It was
Committee
Team Viewer. I was joking, dude. It was actually Team Viewer. Literally bar for bar caught it. Genius. What did I tell you? Genius. That is so funny. Hmm. Offering advice. They were coaching her? Live coaching. But how though? I guess she has earphones in. Okay, makes sense. Okay. No, that's not okay because they did say finger movement did not match her characters. Yeah. It's both coaching and controlling. What the fuck? I coach her then. What's the point of coaching when she doesn't even learn anything? Both in game. Only player with a total of 300 skill points can vote. Currently, there are 16 questions, so 16 changes in the booth. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's like Minecraft annual mob vote, where you get to vote for a mob and gets added to the game. Except it's better. It's something useful.
of any specifics. So you had many people theorize, and even news publications theorize, that what she was using was TeamViewer, a program that allows you to remotely control a user's device. But you see, anyone who's used TeamViewer before can attest to the fact that it's laggy as fuck.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, how are they accounting for the lag?
Would not allow you to compete in a high-level
It's not TeamViewer
tournament, especially in a MOBA. It requires split-second decisions.
Yeah.
Additionally, many people were wondering how we could even start talking about remote interference when this was a tournament. Aren't tournaments like this usually held on a local network?
Yeah,
well,
true.
It turned out that no, actually. Not in the case of the women's tournament. The women's tournament for Arena of Valor was on an online private server. So things were starting to get very interesting.
They can check. They can check players who are in the server, right? Because if you're accessing the server from somewhere else, there has to be IP call going to a different location.
The least, but no proper conclusions were reached just yet as to how she cheated. In the meantime, though, the tsunami on her career would continue, and Talon would very quickly release a statement saying she is out of our organization.
Yo, they fired her. She's out of the team.
She'll be repaying around 9 months of her training costs for the entire duration.
She got training. She got training, and she's still dog shit, dude. How are you that ass at the game? How are you that ass at the game? You get coached for 9 months and still are dog shit, dude. You have expert coaches in your ears and you're still dog shit. You have a player playing your game and you're still dog shit. Like, what the fuck is happening? What you're watching? Watching esports player faking being a gamer. So she would participate in esports tournaments and pretend like she was playing, but her phone was being controlled by someone else in a different location. She would just pretend like she was playing. And right now we are in the middle of the video. Okay, yeah. So she got fired from the team, and they are having her reimburse like 9 months of the training that she went through. And I'm like, you went through 9 months. You went through 9 months of the training and you are still dog shit, dude. How? How are you still dog shit after 9 months? That's enough to make a fucking baby. Because it's not like she was like decent and then she used some cheats. Because as soon as she stopped cheating, she did not get one kill in the whole tournament.
organization. Now, they didn't specify a number, but around 9 months of training expenses.
They could check the IPs and only allow. Yeah,
Yeah, that's not a
exactly.
small amount of money, I'm sure. As far as I'm aware, this also included prize money. And of course, seeing all this
Obviously.
happen, G Arena wasted no time whatsoever and also put out a statement on their Facebook page. In it, they would of course express outrage and announce that they were banning Tokyogurl from participating in
This is like, imagine if Riot came out and said they're banning Waterman.
anything related to
Imagine that's what's happening right now. Like they're releasing a statement for one player. They're like, fuck this player specifically.
Arena of Valor indefinitely, forever. But of course, this
You man, don't ban me. Hey, why? I think it's good for, getting banned from league. I think is good for anyone.
tsunami ending her career didn't just involve companies. It also involved her heartbroken teammates. Like, for example, Give Me a Kiss.
Okay, I don't feel bad for the teammates. I don't feel bad. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't feel bad for the teammates because how have you been in the same team with this girl for months, if not years, and not realize she's cheating? You have been in scrims with her. You have been in prelims with her. You have been in other tournaments with her. You have been in practice matches with her. How have you not realized how have you not realized that she's actually dog shit and she's cheating all this time? How? Not possible, I think. You have to have had some suspicion because it's not like she's a random ass player, right? It's not like she's playing like I don't know what is like a I don't know, maybe jungler maybe. It's not like she's playing someone you don't see for half the game. Okay, she's playing ADC. If your ADC is dog shit, you would notice it, no? So like she's probably been playing for like 6-7 months at least, 9 months, more than a year at least I think, because the training because they all the esports teams have like training boot camps, and they talked about the training. They had like a 9-month training boot camp for her team. He went through that entire boot camp and still came out dog shit. Yeah, like 6-7 years. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, like
Kiss, the captain for the Talon team, and by that same token, the captain for the Thailand national team. On December 15th, she'd post, "I was heartbroken when I found out, but I'll do my best." Her heartbreak is of
I
course
was so focused on ranting. I'm like, that's not right.
in reference to her teammate cheating. But her
I don't
saying that she'll do
I
her
don't feel
best
bad
was
for
in
them.
reference to the game they've still yet to play in the lower bracket final. You see, shortly after the game with Vietnam, Tokyogurl would get benched. The Thailand
Good.
national team would then bring in the substitute to play against Laos because they had won against Timor-Leste.
Dude, imagine the player who got benched so she could get, because she joined the team as a substitute, and then she got promoted to ADC, like main ADC player. So whoever was ADC before her got benched. I feel so bad for that player because that player was probably like hardworking. They earned the spot on the team. They spent like so much time learning the mechanics, learning all the micro, all the macro, all the like have the champion mastery to be at that level, and then imagine you get benched for a cheater, dude. Imagine how vindicated. Imagine how vindicated you would feel when you find out that the person who took your spot because they're apparently better than you was actually cheating. Imagine, like, exactly, bitch. That's how she was better than me. She was cheating. No, that would also give you an ego boost, I guess. Like, I'm the best. She had to cheat to be better than me.
And therefore qualified to play Thailand in the lower bracket final. The winner of the lower bracket final would face off against Vietnam in the real finals for the gold medal. Thailand would actually end up winning against Laos,
Let's
qualifying
go.
them for the finals against
I
Vietnam.
don't know who that ADC is. New ADC on their team. Shout out to her though. She came in clutch.
This game against Laos would happen
She was in form. Even if she was benched, she was in form.
the next day in the early morning of the 16th. However, barely a few hours later, Santi Lothong, who is the president of the Thai Esport Federation, would go live on his personal Facebook
No.
page. This is when he would confirm while breaking down
What's her at in Tokyogurl?
in tears
Tokyogurl, but girl with U instead of I.
the Thailand national team for Arena of Valor would be withdrawing from the competition entirely, even though they had made it to the finals against Vietnam. This meant that Laos would take their place, and this meant that Thailand was withdrawing with zero medal. The competition in personal.
What? He said
Facebook
something. What?
page. This is when he would confirm, while breaking down in tears, that the Thailand national team for Arena of Valor would be withdrawing from the competition
Why?
entirely.
Why are they
even though
withdrawing?
They had made it to the finals.
Yeah,
against
what
Vietnam.
happened?
This meant that Laos would take their place, and this meant that Thailand was withdrawing.
One player
with
cheated,
zero
that's unfair.
medals in the women's tournament for Arena of Valor. He'd then speak to a newspaper on that matter and say,
Why though? One player out of the whole team cheated. That is unfair to the rest of the players. What the fuck? It's unfair to the coach that worked on the team. It's unfair to the other players who worked. I don't feel bad for the players as to not seeing that the teammate is a cheater. But it is unfair because they put in those 9 months of training boot camp, they put in those scrims, they put in that time to let one player ruin all of their hard work. That benched player, imagine the benched player who put in time to stay in form, even if she was benched, and then she got to play and she aced it, she killed it, they won the match. This feels unfair. As part of the regulation, we respect friendship and we respect the spirit of sportsmanship. Even though it doesn't look like it though, but when beyond the scope of responsibility as a serious matter, as a host of the host nation, I guess as the host nation, I guess because you are the host nation, I guess you have to take extra responsibility because it was being hosted in Thailand. Yes, we cannot allow the tournament to continue under such circumstances. I mean, yeah. Okay, yeah, that does add extra weight to it. If you are the host nation and your own team got caught cheating, that is pretty effort. Okay. Okay. uh, you guys, man, unbelievable. Here is a fucking 30-minute video explaining why she's not a good person. Explaining why she's not a good. Oh fuck! Shit! No. Explaining why she's not a good person. And then look at this dude. Why are you guys fighting over it? Look at this. Everyone, you guys have lost your minds. Focus. She's a cheater. If she can cheat on a mobile game, she can cheat on you also, fellows. Hold it together, brothers. Hopeless.
I, Santi Lothong, as president.
It doesn't matter. I can fix her. Yeah. What will you do? What will you do that will fix her? That 9 months of a boot camp couldn't fix.
President of the Thai Esports Federation and President of the Asian Esports Federation hereby announced that Thailand will withdraw its Arena of Valor women's team from the 33rd SCA Games hosted
Fix
by
a trust,
Thailand.
okay.
We respect all regulations, we
Okay.
respect friendships, and we respect the spirit of sportsmanship. What happened went beyond our scope of responsibility, as this is a serious matter. As the host nation, we cannot allow the tournament to continue under such circumstances. We understand that the Thai and Laotian teams still competed this morning. Thank you, Chairman Chan, for not filing a complaint against Thailand or withdrawing from the tournament this morning. That is the spirit of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Thank you to the Laotian athletes for taking
It's so funny that anyway, it's not. When it is full screen, I forget about it. I only full screen when I'm watching like a video that I don't have to like think about. I'm like, okay, full screen it. And want to go to Thailand trip? You should. You should. For no apparent reason, I'm assuming. No apparent reason.
to the field
Okay, calm down. Calm down. I just forget to full screen sometimes. That's fine. Old age. Yeah. So funny.
and showing respect for Thailand. As the president of the
Oh my Tansen,
association, I would
yes,
like to
yes,
send my
I'm so
encouragement to
old,
the
oh my
remaining
God.
athletes who are still competing. I understand
guys,
you
yes.
all tried your best. Last night, I spoke with Coach Poon. This is truly a very difficult
Yes, it
situation,
is.
with Thailand being the host country and me as the president of the Asian Federation, who is absolutely responsible for overseeing this tournament. After that, I will speak individually with the athletes in my capacity as the esports manager of Thailand. So as you
This
can
is
see,
this is
was
like
a
the
very
ultimate
big
version.
deal.
This is like the ultimate version of your principal calling you to the office. Like in schools, you know how a principal will call you to the office, or your teacher will send you to the principal's office. You did something in class. This is like the ultimate version of
It's
it.
very embarrassing, heartbreaking, and humiliating to anyone that had anything to do with Thailand. After the announcement of them officially withdrawing from the competition, Give Me a Kiss would post another Facebook post that was met with a ton of support, saying, "I'm speechless."
Okay, she's just
with
farming now.
sadness. We've all
She's
worked
just farming now. Farming it now. Damn, calm down. Calm down. Look at this. Look at this. As soon as this popped. as soon as this frame popped up. I need you guys to calm down. Okay, chill.
post that was met with a ton of support, saying, "I'm speechless with sadness. We've all worked so hard for this, towards our shared dream and goal. Last night, we continued practicing with the remaining lineup until very late. My heart is completely shattered. Finally, I want to apologize to everyone." You see, this wasn't just about the teammates.
How did they kick her out? They did not kick her out. That's not her. Pay attention. It's like a good day today, right? She was not the player that got kicked out. Chill. She is the captain of the team. The team got kicked out of the tournament. The Tokyogurl is a different player. The player that we're talking about. Need to make an esports team and get all the players in. You know what? You should actually. You should make an esports team. Why not? Chill. I look over for 1 second. All of you are drooling.
Tokyogurl. or the organizers. This stretched way beyond to any Thai athlete. In parallel,
We are halfway through the video. Please let us get through this. Please.
for example, the men's division of Arena of Valor had won second place. But now even that was being put into question. Did they cheat? Did they do this legit? They had essentially faced additional scrutiny just because of that incident and made it seem like they faked their win. All Thai
Yeah,
athletes
that would also be the case, no? If women's team cheated, maybe the men's team cheated. Who knows?
were beginning to suffer from this. So seeing that this incident had escaped containment like radiation,
I think they are. Look at these guys. I think they are legit. Yeah, they didn't cheat actually. There was a big misunderstanding. Actually, I don't think they cheated.
had escaped Chernobyl, and the consequences were spreading shockwaves across the entirety of Thailand as a country and its integrity and its pride. What did Tokyogurl have to say about it? Did she apologize? Did she make amends? Did she
Yeah, what
try
she
to
do?
make it right? Nope. Because why would she? Instead, she'd be hospitalized immediately after.
Of course,
And the only
of
public
course,
statement
farming
she'd make
sympathy.
would be a reply to a Facebook
Yeah, well,
post.
let me guess. You guys think she's actually sick, no? You guys want to visit a hospital, take care of her, no?
criticizing her. Here's what she'd have to say.
Yeah, I think I think truthful and the host was corrupted. Of course, yeah.
Let me answer. If I had
Okay.
cheated, I would have won a long time ago. To be honest, how could I have cheated? I was playing by myself, but because of the stress and pressure of the game, I panicked. At that time, no one around me knew what was happening, so I was taken to the hospital. I've only just been able to use my phone, and my hand is still plugged into an IV drip, so I'm completely unable to share or clarify anything about the fraud. You don't
Yeah, I think the team was exist. What do you mean? It's a women's team. They're all women. What the fuck does that even mean?
know what I've been through. And yet
You
you're saying
guys.
that anyone in that situation wouldn't know how to react either. As
Man,
for the
it is
middle
guys,
finger
yeah,
incident,
yeah,
I
true.
was just joking with the person sitting next to me. When I turned around, the camera was pointed at someone else's face. I was just teasing my friends because I was so stressed at the time. I was so panicked that I fainted, which is why I had to be taken
She
to the
panicked.
hospital.
She panicked so much she fainted.
I mean,
Apparently,
seriously, what an incredible 10 out of 10 statement. Truly redeemed herself with that one. I mean, who is this
apparently she did. At least for people here.
Chachilla trying to gain sympathy by telling us she's in the hospital? Look, under no circumstances should someone
You're gonna make a shot out of this, all of this or something. Look at that self-awareness. Self-awareness. Not something to proudly announce, actually. Think about it. Don't have to announce it.
hurt themselves over anything. But come on.
It's
you
okay to
fainted
have secrets. We just talked about it. Have secrets.
because you were stressed.
Feel
Of
free.
course you would be, because you were caught. And no one's going to believe that whole middle finger story. You were looking directly at the camera. And as she was trying to defend herself in this stupidly made post, more details would emerge as to how she cheated.
Okay, that is Tokyogurl, by the way. This is Tokyogurl. This is the cheater. You saw her already. You don't have to type it every time she comes on screen. You saw her already. A million times. I know who she is. Okay. Okay. Fine.
So each player was given a phone, right? And since this wasn't played on LAN, this was played on an online private server,
Okay. Oh, for the captain.
each player was given an account to log in with. Tokyogurl would then take these credentials and
I might tap into women's esports. Okay. Taking interest in esports, are we? Esports shares going up. Like it's like WNBA graph, but like women esports, just graph is just
and send them to someone else so that they can log in and play for her. She would then
My okay. What they're going to do hardcore research now? Yeah, they're both gonna look up like, okay, what league? What is the schedule like actually? When is the next like tournament actually? Actually, when is the next tournament?
install Discord, okay? And
She installed Discord? What?
would then take these credentials and send them, right? And since this wasn't played, and as she was trying to defend herself,
Let me listen how she cheated. Okay, wait. Fucking calm down for a second. Let me listen to how she cheated. How she cheated.
in this stupidly made post,
That's what you take away from it.
more details would emerge as to how she cheated. So each player was given a phone, right? And since this wasn't played on LAN, this was played on an online private server, each player was given
How would I know that? I don't know what you lose. Island probably.
an account to log in with. Tokyogurl would then take these credentials and send, right? And since this wasn't played on LAN, this was played on an online private server, each player
The
was
server
given
login,
an
yeah.
account to log in with. Tokyogurl would then take these credentials and send them to someone else so that they can log in and play for her. She
Okay,
would
yeah,
then
that-
install
We talked about that already because she had someone else access the server and play through there. Okay.
Discord, okay? And get into a
It was Discord then.
call with the person playing for her. That person would then screen share their game. Tokyogurl would
It was mad long because you won't let me finish it.
watch the screen share and full screen it, and would then attempt to mimic their movements on her screen, faking the fact that
How would you do it though? Okay, let's say it's a Discord call, the other person screen sharing. How would you like if you like start swiping on the screen, wouldn't the feed move around like the things would happen? The policy takes to show up. Now it's a crime. Now it's a crime to be
she
interactive now.
was the
Now it's a crime to engage with people now.
one who was
Sue me. Sue me. Arrest me, officer. Arrest me.
playing. And get this wasn't just done for this tournament. This is what she's been doing for her
Video is actually 20 minutes long. We have been... Whose fault is it? Whose fault is it?
entire career. Because after the first round, after she was caught and had to actually close Discord, her performance would become abysmal. So after her terrible reply, and after the reveal of what
Forgot
she,
what
had
she
done, after
said-
she
what
was,
he said now.
was playing. And get this wasn't just done for this tournament. This is what she's been doing for her entire career. Because
How did nobody catch it, dude?
after the first round, after she was caught and had to actually close Discord, her performance would become abysmal. So after her terrible reply,
Tansen effect, yeah. Chat has said to Tansen. Okay, it is my
after
fault,
the
yes.
reveal of what she had done to cheat, Tokyogurl would delete her Instagram page, her Facebook page, and
That's
her
classic, dude.
TikTok.
That's
Essentially-
classic. As soon as you get caught doing something, delete everything, go offline. Stay away from the internet. Okay, calm. There's nothing on screen though. Well, that's
wiping all traces of herself online. As people were still mind blown by how she was able to fake her entire career
that is it. Yes. I'm gonna. I just looked it up. Okay. I'm gonna give you guys a second to spam rule emojis again. 3, 2. If you can do it now. I'm gonna play now.
through using Discord. The Vietnamese newspaper VN Express would interview some players in the Arena of Valor community, including the team captain Give Me a Kiss, to try and understand Tokyogurl's insane story a bit better. The article would say Tokyogurl had long been a prominent name in Thailand's Arena of Valor community. Team captain Jomkon Pomsino, known as Give Me a Kiss, said she was widely regarded as one of the country's strongest female marksmen and jungle players. Her live streams and TikTok videos regularly showcase
Okay, chill. Do it off stream. Excuse me. You're going to type. Well, okay. What is happening to
high-level gameplay, leading to her inclusion in the national squad without a formal tryout. Head coach Jakopon Pom and several teammates said Tokyogurl appeared to be the strongest player on the roster during preseason practice matches. However, they noted that she rarely attended in-person
We need to chill now.
training sessions and mostly played with the team online. Surprise, surprise, right? Tokyogurl's reputation was further reinforced by Chicken V, a well-known Thai Arena of Valor streamer who had previously helped introduce her to a wider audience. I played solo matches against her and lost badly, Chicken V said. But in hindsight, there were warning signs. She always had someone beside her when playing online. When I asked her to play in person, she often made excuses. Looking back at her old videos, none showed her hands or the screen, only her forehead. So you see, there were signs, but these people
You guys.
play in person.
You
she
guys
often
will
made
watch that
excuses.
stream though.
Looking back at her old videos, none showed her hands or the screen, only her forehead.
You guys would watch it
So
though.
you see, there were signs, but these
Fucking
people chose to
weirdos.
give her the benefit of the doubt. And yet she completely used their trust and threw it in the garbage. However, one question remains.
I'll admit that is a hard photo though. That does go hard, I will admit it.
Who the hell was behind her gameplay? Who was this insane player that allowed her to
Yeah,
fake
true. Who
her
was
entire
doing it, though?
career? Well, and you won't believe this, but it just so happened that Tokyogurl's boyfriend had been an
She got a
ex-
boyfriend. Ooh. She got a boyfriend, guys. Yep. Look at him. He's right there. This is her. This is her boyfriend. Look at you. Look at you guys in shambles now. Look at you guys. Look at you guys fall up.
esports player for Arena of Valor. I know, absolutely crazy. No one would have guessed that. So people theorized that it was him. However, no one had any concrete proof, and no one had come out.
But there's
to
no
reveal
proof.
this.
Okay, there's
That
no
would
proof,
be, of
guys.
course, until a
There's no proof. Abort mission. There's no proof. There is no proof.
couple weeks would pass by after the incident, because on January 2nd, the remote player would finally confess. To almost nobody's surprise, on January 2nd,
it was him.
Cheerio would come out and confess
It
that
was
he
him.
was the player playing remotely for Tokyo.
There is proof,
He
guys.
confessed this by posting a
There is
statement on
proof.
his personal TikTok account. An account that still, even after posting the confession, has a donation link in the bio. I mean, how shameless can you really be? The statement would of course be in Thai and would comprise of 2 pages. Here's what it had to say. Hello, I'm Cheerio, and I want to clarify the issues that occurred during the SEA Games 33 and other tournaments where there were suspicions of substitutions in many matches. I acknowledge that this is true as reported by the press. I've had time to reflect. I regret what I have done and I want to offer
I'll be
my
honest. I'm uploading this entire reaction unedited. It's going to be 2 hours long.
sincere apologies to society. Okay, this is a bit roughly translated, but you'll get the point, I'm sure. I take responsibility for what happened and accept all criticism and consequences without any justification. I apologize to those affected by my selfish actions. I apologize to all Thai people for bringing shame to the
You need to edit this out. Not happening.
country. This incident is an important lesson in my life. I will use it to reflect on myself,
In fact, I'll be making shorts also.
improve, and make amends. I promise that I will not let anyone else be harmed or let the country lose its reputation because of my
Can't get caught. Okay. On the bright side, I have like 20 subscribers on YouTube, so I think you're safe for now.
actions again.
Keyword for now.
Finally, I would like to apologize to everyone once again. I apologize to Mr. Santi Lotong, president of the Thai Esport Association. I apologize to the Talon women's team. I apologize to the other women's teams that lost their chance. I apologize to everyone involved in all the tournaments I participated in, and I apologize to everyone who was disappointed with the results. I decided to speak out late because the public outcry was so strong and so rapid
I was
that I wasn't
scared.
prepared and didn't know how to respond.
I was
apologize-
scared. I was scared to respond.
To everyone, I'm currently in a place where I'm not ready to live stream. When I get home, I will live stream to apologize and again explain what everyone wants to know. So look, already way better than the statements that Tokyogurl made, but still a lot of questions remain unanswered. And I guess when he eventually live streams, maybe we'll get to know. And according to this article by the Vietnamese publication known as Bao Moi, Chiryo is highly regarded in the Thai esports scene. Specifically for Arena of Valor, he's seen as a very skilled player. Interesting.
Is there a good league player in India? There's nothing there, man. just her hands. Chill. And she's got a boyfriend. Calm down. Funny clip of us from Instagram. This and thing we're finishing up with.
His skill and playstyle stood more to lose than Tokyogurl by doing this. So that's one of the questions that's unanswered. Why did he do this? Purely because he was her boyfriend, or was there something else at play? Either way, in the grand scheme of things, that doesn't matter because the Thai Esports Association immediately
Look at it and seethe. This is her and this is her boyfriend.
Just against Tokyogurl, but now against Chiryo after he admitted being the remote player. This is where Santi Latong would confirm that he'll be pursuing legal action against both individuals to the fullest extent, saying that Chiryo's admission will expedite the investigation process by allowing communication companies to check the IP addresses of the offenders for evidence, with authorities affirming that legal proceedings will continue until fully resolved. And by the way, just as an update, yes, they've confirmed that the IP address was different. So it doesn't take a genius to understand that this couple will be facing a lot of headaches in 2026, and the year has barely just started. But speaking of headaches, the ones who actually have to suffer through them for a long time now will be anyone, more specifically any woman looking to compete for Thailand. Or you know what? In esports in general. This is well explained by Frozen Kiss, one of the biggest Thai female content creators who also used to be an
that is true though. That does put back women in esports in general, because everyone's like, okay, and whenever there's a good esports player, like, oh, she's probably cheating. Probably has a boyfriend who's playing for her, you know.
Sports athlete. She'd make this post on Facebook saying, "I'm speechless with disappointment.
I might need to move to Thailand. Do it.
Why would someone cheat to make the national team?
Nothing stopping you. Free will, baby.
Do
it.
Other women's teams that are serious, dedicated to training and competing have been developing for so long. This Southeast Asia Games was watched by many, and there was a growing desire to see a proper women's tournament established, and then it all fell apart. The problem of substitutions never goes away no matter how many years pass. Honestly, I'm so ashamed that a player we used to compete with is accused of cheating at a national level. How will people view Thai female players now? Why would someone dare to ruin our country's reputation and the dedication of others? It feels so unfair. I feel so sorry for the other teams that worked so hard but lost like this. It's such a waste of opportunity." So as I mentioned before, this wasn't just about this team in particular or Tokyogurl in particular. This was about all Thai athletes. And I mean, think of how demotivating it is to be a team that had lost to Talon in the national qualifiers. Like, you lost out on the opportunity of representing your country because someone on the enemy team had their boyfriend playing for them. That's crazy. It's so unfortunate.
It is.
Based on Frozen Kiss's post, she said the problem of substitutions never goes away no matter how many years pass. This means that this isn't the first time that a female athlete faked her entire career in esports. It's just that no one managed to fake it until they had reached the national team. It's only normal to be furious.
Insane she did it that far, though.
It's only normal to be furious if you're a woman in general, honestly. I hope
Athletes,
that the country's reputation can recover, and I hope that better
and what else are you supposed to call them?
Make sure that everyone's playing fair.
It's called esports. What do you call it? Esports athletes. Yeah. What else would you call them? Esports players. It's not. It doesn't make sense when you say esports players. When you say sports, something similar. Like, something has to go there.
This was an absolutely crazy incident, and I hope that this is the last time we hear of it. And for you watching, yes, you take this as a lesson. You can fake being something that you're not.
I mean,
you can probably do it for a long time, but eventually it'll catch up to you.
True, but like,
the best you can do for yourself.
Think about it. Think about it like grammatically. Like, what term would you use?
While also making sure that you have no regrets. Don't take out a $50,000 loan to show off to people that don't matter on Instagram. And
It's not
definitely
about the
don't
literal
somehow convince
definition
your
of it. It's
boyfriend to
about
play
what
for you
it's
on a
used
pro
for,
level.
like
I mean, what the fuck?
term
Anyway,
wise.
thank you so much for watching until the end. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to use the code Mujan on Gamersubs for 10% off.
Then finally we got through it. We got through it, guys. Let's go. We got through a video before before stream ended. Let's go. Yeah, baby. There you go. And this was Gamers Apps use Mujin. Support the creators if you're buying Gamer.